welcome to my channel. My name is Amanda and this is Birch and Lily, where I talk about all of the crafty goodness that I've been up to over the past couple weeks. This week is a knitting episode. I have a couple things to show you, but I also do have a lot of giveaway winners to announce. I have my giveaway from my past knitting video, and then I also have the giveaway from last week's cross stitch video that I would like to announce, just because then I can get everything shipped out before my sister's wedding. Before we jump on into those giveaway winners though, there are a couple places you can find me on the internet. The first being on Instagram at birch.and.lily. And then you can also find all of my knitting patterns on both Ravelry and Lovecrafts. I will have those linked down below in the description for you, along with everything I talk about today will be linked down below in the description as well. So, like I said, whole bunch of giveaways. I will make sure I run the giveaway winner's name across the screen. And then if said person who wins each thing could contact me, and I will get that item mailed off to you. On the topic of giveaways, one of the cross-stitch patterns I was going to give away, I may have accidentally left on the floor, and my dog ate it. So the winner of that one I will ship to you straight from the place I purchase it from. But otherwise, I will ship everything to you. Anyways, let's jump on into that. So for the knitting winner, I was giving away these 3 skeins of yarn here, and the winner is Corinne Rs. I'm so sorry if I pronounced your last name wrong. Like I said, it'll be across the screen. If you could please email me with your name and your address, I will get this shipped out to you. If I don't hear from you within a couple weeks, I will draw a new winner. Let's say if I don't hear from, you'll get a while since I'm going to be gone. If I don't hear from you by the next time I record a new video, I will pick someone else. But get back to me, send me an email, it'll be down below in the description. I will be posting videos the whole time I am back home with my family for my sister's wedding, but they will all be pre-recorded, so that's kind of why if I don't hear from anyone, everyone has a month, because everything else that's going up after this one is going to be pre-recorded. So anyways, so on to the winners of all of the cross-stitch patterns. So like I said, my dog ate the one, but I do have the other 2 to hold up here. So the first pattern I was giving away was Carrots and Cottontail Farm from Hands On Design. And the winner of this one is Arlene Luna. So Arlene, if you could please contact me at my email and I will get this off to you as soon as I can. The other pattern that I have here with me that I'm giving away is Let It Snow Bungalow. And the winner of this one is Christine Jennings. So Christine, if you could contact me by my email and I will get that off to you as well. And finally, the winner of the Snort Stack, which is the one my dog ate, is Karen Evans. Karen, if you could contact me at my email as well and give me your information, I will ship that pattern directly to you from wherever I end up purchasing it from. But yeah, congratulations to everyone that won something. Thank you so much to everyone who has just helped get me to 3,000 subscribers. It's kind of crazy. Blows my mind. And I also did want to thank Saltbox Stitcher for mentioning me on her floss tube a couple days ago. I was watching her newest episode. It came up. I watched it like any other normal day, and suddenly she said my name and I almost died. I didn't know what to do. I was screaming and running around the house. My husband didn't know how to calm me down. My friends did not know. I was Marco Poloing all of my friends. It made my day. So thank you so much for sharing me. It means a lot. And if you're new here because you heard of me from her, thanks for joining. I hope you enjoy. Of course, this is a knitting episode, so I might have to say thank you again on a cross-stitch episode. I don't know, but anyways, no matter what, I'm rambling. It means a lot to me. It's fantastic. So that is everything I have administration-wise. Let's just jump straight into the knitting, shall we? So the first project that I'm going to show you guys, I'm stumped. I don't know what to do. This is my Pink Fizz by Andrea Mowry. And my last knitting episode, I had mentioned how I noticed that I was going through my Suri alpaca really fast compared to the just sock yarn that I'm using for this sweater. I will show you those colors quick before I continue my story. So I'm using, these are both the Colorway Whisper from Woolberry Fiber Co. This is their Berry Suri alpaca. Berry Suri? I think that's what it is. And this is their Berry Sock, both in the Colorway Whisper. And I don't think I ordered enough Suri. I did not realize in my excited purchasing that Suri usually has less yardage than mohair. So I ordered the Suri thinking it had the same yardage as mohair. Does that make sense? So I don't have enough. So I'm putting out a call and I do not expect anything to come out of this, but if you have a skein of the Berry Suri in the Colorway Whisper, which was a collective colorway. This is why I'm having an issue, because it's like an exclusive collective colorway, so I can't order any more of it. It was only available for, I think it was the month of February. Very frustrating. Or March? Usually I write on them. I don't know. But anyways, if you have an extra skein of Whisper on Berry Suri from Woolberry Fiber Co., I will pay you for it. I just don't have enough and I don't know what to do. So I guess if I can't find anything, I may have to just crop the sweater. I don't want to crop the sweater, nor do I want to tear it out and start with like a new different color of Suri, because I've got so much done. But thank you to, oh, I can't remember your name, but whoever had commented and said that the yardage was different between the two, thank you so much, because I don't think I would have noticed otherwise or known otherwise, because I don't pay attention to things like that sometimes, and I would have ran out and been really confused and disappointed. So got lots done on this, but now it's kind of on hiatus and I don't know what to do because I don't have enough Suri. So anyways, I'll show you what I have done at least. Last time I showed this to you guys, I was working, so this pattern is worked from the bottom up with a split hem. And last time I showed this, I was working on the two different sides of the split hem. When you do a split hem, you work the back part of the hem flat, then the front part, and then you join them together in the round and start knitting. So that is what I was doing last time, was working on the two flat pieces, and they are joined together now. And I have started the teeny tiniest, I don't know if you'll even be able to see it, little bit of lace on the top there. I love it so much and I'm so disappointed. Like, I guess it will still be really cute cropped, so I shouldn't be disappointed. I'm more mad at myself that I didn't pay attention, but it's coming along, but now it's at a standstill because I don't know what to do. And honestly, when I feel that way, usually it's best for me just to set it aside and not worry about it for a while, not stress about it, and then come back to it later with fresh eyes. So I don't think this will be coming along with me as a knitting project anytime soon. It's definitely not going to be finished anytime soon until I figure out what the heck I want to do. Like, I guess if I rip it back, which I really don't want to do, but if I do, like, I don't have that much done, it wouldn't be the end of the world, and I could order a different color of Suri and still use Whisper for the sock yarn. Did I say they're held double? I'm knitting this whole sweater with one skein of the Suri alpaca and one skein of the Berry sock held double. So I could still use the Berry sock in Whisper and just use a different mohair. Or Suri. Suri. I'm so flustered I can't even talk. Because I do prefer the Suri. I think I had said this last episode, but I will say it again. Suri compared to mohair, I prefer Suri 10,000 times more. I don't feel like it makes my nose itchy. I don't feel like I'm allergic to it. It doesn't make me sneeze. So I definitely want to do this with Suri. I just might have to pick a different color if I can't find another skein of it. So anyways, stats wise, you'll see I'm not knitting these on my regular Chiaogu needles. These are Knit Picks interchangeable, the square ones. I actually quite like them. They're a wooden needle. They work really nice with the Suri actually. It grips it a little bit more than a metal needle would, so it doesn't slide off of the needles as easily. So I'm really happy with them. These were a gift from my husband probably 2 or 3 years ago now. They're lasting really well. So for the body, I did use a 3.5mm needle, which I think is a US 4, and that I believe is the called for. Yes. And then for the body, I only went up 1 needle size because I was kind of liking the ribbon gauge, to be honest. So I went up 1, so it's a little bit looser. So I'm using a 3.75mm needle for that. I don't know what the US number is for that. Is it like a 4.5? Maybe? I don't know. But that's what I'm doing for the body. And if I was to continue working on this, I'm just literally knitting in the round with a lace pattern running up both sides. I'm sure you'll have seen in the photo. But that's what I will be doing when I get my button gear and figure out what I'm doing. So that is my tale of woe on the Pink Fizz by Andrea Mowry. Purple Fizz in my case. Hopefully I get that figured out. I guess I have a month to mull over it. So set it down for like a month. See where it goes from there. See what I decide. But I guess one win out of the whole thing is I love Suri now. So I'll take that. Okay, another big, huge project on my needles right now. My Midsummer Rose shawl by Lene Tosti. This is a pattern you can find in Lene magazine issue 5, or you can purchase it as well on Ravelry as an individual pattern. But it's so pretty. And believe it or not, it's almost done. I can't believe it. It barely fits in the bag now, but that's okay because it's almost done. I think I have 5 rows left. And I really wanted to have it done for this episode, but the rows are like 700 or 800 stitches long now, so there was literally no way I was going to finish it. But that's okay, because I'm going to try and finish it tonight. This is what I have left for yarn. Don't worry, it's plenty. I've weighed it. I had a panic moment too. This here is from Madeline Tosh on their Prairie base, which is 100% superwash merino. The colorway is rose. Of course, it always blows out. This shows it pretty well, actually. But this is a massive, completely lace shawl that I am working on and loving, and so excited to get off the needles because it's so smushed on them now that you can barely tell what's going on. So here we have it. Barely even fits in the screen too. I can see through it, so I can kind of tell that I've got pretty much the whole thing on the screen right now. But that little progress keeper, wherever he is, she is, right there, that's Dorothy. I'll hold it closer in a moment, but that's where I was last time. So I've got a lot done. This is basically all I've worked on. I have put a little bit of work into the Pink Fizz until I got upset. And then I have one other project that I worked on a little bit, but this has really been my focus because I really want to block it. I really want to see the lace open up and just see the beautiful pattern and the squishiness and the wonderfulness. So, like I said, I will give you a closer look at the progress keeper here. This is from Random Fandom Bags. She does a lot of these little teeny tiny characters. So that's Dorothy with her little red slippers. And then something I always get a question about is why is there this bluish green yarn in here? That's called a lifeline, and it is amazing. I've had a couple people ask me how to put in a lifeline. Do not fear. All of the videos that I am pre-recording for while I'm gone are tutorials. And I'm going to teach you how to put in a lifeline in one of those videos. So within the next month span, that will be up on my channel at some point. I'm filming all of the tutorials tomorrow and Wednesday. What day is it? Monday? Yeah, it's April 12th. So the next couple days, I'm going to be filming all of those tutorials and getting them ready to kind of go live as I'm gone, so I don't even have to worry about it. But putting in a lifeline will be one of those, so keep an eye out for that. Basically what a lifeline does is it's just another spot that's holding your stitches. Now I should really move mine up, but I haven't. But say I was to mess up on this lace that I have on my cable here, I could just pull the whole cable needle out and rip to this lifeline and it won't pull back any further. This holds your stitches for you so that you can just weave your needle back into them. So then there's no chance of you accidentally ripping too far. So lifelines are amazing. I love them so much. But if you have been watching the past couple episodes that I've been showing this, you'll notice that I put stitch markers on here. This last chart of lace has been a little bit harder for me to keep track of. It's beautiful, if you can see it there. But it's been harder for me to keep track of, so I've been putting a stitch marker every lace repeat so that if I notice I've messed up, I can kind of figure out where the mistake was a little bit better. But otherwise, like I said, I have 5 rows left on this, and then a very long bind off, and then it's done. And I can't wait. I'm so excited. And I'm sorry that I'm gonna have to make you guys wait a month until you see it, but I think it'll be worth it. But yeah, so pretty. I'll give you one more peek of it. I am knitting this with a smaller needle size than called for because the yarn that I'm using is a lace weight instead of a fingering weight. The pattern does call for a fingering weight yarn. So because I decided to use a lace weight, I figured I'll just drop down a couple needle sizes so that the lace still has some definition to it. And if the shawl ends up being a little bit smaller, which I really don't think it has, to be honest, I wasn't too concerned. So for this project, I am using a 3mm needle, which is a US 2.5. And honestly, I would highly recommend knitting this in lace. I think it's really pretty. So here's one final peek at my almost finished Midsummer Rose shawl that looks ridiculous, smushed up on these needles. So yeah, I think that's everything I have to say about it. You know, if you have questions, you can ask me down in the comments, and I'm happy to help you out. I can't wait to show the finished project. Oh, I wish it was done already. But like I said, 7 800 row or 800 stitch rows take a really long time to knit. I have basically just been parking myself on the couch for the past couple days, doing the odd thing in between to give my fingers a break, but that is what I've been working on all the time, all the time. So one final project, a pair of socks. What? These are the flower crown socks. It's a pattern I'm test knitting for Lindsey Fowler of Larkspur Knits. This bag here always blows out, but it's so cute. I don't know. It's so hard to see. Oh, there we go. This here is from Birch Grove. Now that I've looked silly. She has the cutest and most fantastic sock bags. I prefer a bag with a drawstring at the top because if it has a zipper, I zip my yarn up in it, and that's terrible. So anyways, flower crown socks. I am test knitting these for Lindsey, and they should be coming out fairly soon. But I am knitting these out of yarn from Life in the Long Grass. This was a club colorway from who knows how long ago, called Pressed Flowers. It was just kicking around in my scrap yarn. I don't know what I used it for because it looks like a very full cake, but I pulled it out and I have cast on these cute little shorties. So if you notice, there is a bobble border at the top of this ribbing. This is something that actually is included in the pattern for this pair of socks. And Lindsey came up with it. I think this makes it easier to see. It's so cute and it's so easy. All you need is a crochet hook to be able to do it. So love that at the top of them. I don't know, it just adds something really cute and whimsical, I guess, to this little pair of shorties. And then just a slip stitch, heel flap, and gusset. And the gusset has been decreased. I'm back to my normal amount of stitches. I did cast on actually 56 stitches for this pair of socks. I think my knitting has loosened up a little bit, and I'm finding my 64 stitch socks are a little too big for me. So I thought I would try a pair of 56 and see how they fit after I block them. They seem to be fine so far. I've put them on my foot, I think once since I started knitting them, and I'm pretty happy with them. They seem fine. So here's the pattern on the front of the sock, kind of a lattice work type pattern. and just a 1x1 twisted rib. These are being knit up on 2.25mm US 1 needles like usual, and I'm really enjoying them. I knit all of this I think in 2.5 days, so not too bad at all. And the pattern's quite easy to follow. I'm excited for you guys to be able to grab it and knit a pair for yourself once Lindsey is ready to release the pattern. But yeah, I think that's all I have to say about these. Nothing too crazy. Don't want to give away too much because, like I said, I'm testing the pattern. Definitely keep an eye on Lindsey's Instagram. I will make sure that's linked down below for you guys to see when this pattern is releasing because I can't remember. So that is all that I have to show you guys this episode. Definitely stick around and check out next week's video, which is going to be a what is in my travel project bag video, and then the following weeks after that will be all of the tutorials that I'm going to be filming ahead of time for you guys. So definitely don't forget to check those out if you're interested. And my giveaway winners, please don't forget to send me an email down below. Please and thank you. And yeah, if you like what you saw today, please consider subscribing and hit that thumbs up button to get my video out there to all the other people on the crafty side of YouTube. And I will see you guys again next time. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye!